How's it going, everyone? Welcome back into my Marlins franchise here in MLB The Show 19. This is episode number 3 of the franchise series. If you missed last episode, I'll put a link in the description. But it is quite a doozy and one of my favorite videos I've ever made and edited and put on this channel. So definitely watch that if you haven't yet. Not off to the best start here so far in 2019. The Marlins are 2-5. We are in 3rd place in the National League East. 3.5 games behind the Atlanta Braves. The Philadelphia Phillies are 0-5. The Nationals are 3-3. The Mets are 5-2, and the Braves, as you can see, are 5-1. We've made a few changes to the team. We got Josh Harrison at second base, Kevin Pillar out in center field, Adam Jones is in right field. Several of those moves are players that you guys have requested. So if you have any more players or transactions or trades or free agent signings that you'd like me to do, let me know and I'll do my best to make those things happen. Also on the pitching staff side, we got Chris Archer, Dallas Keuchel, Jose Urena, but of course he was on there anyway, Francisco Liriano, Wei-Yin Chen, who I'm going to get to in just a second, Dinelson Lamet, of course, if you watched the last video. Again, if you haven't, link in the description, definitely go watch that one. Quite a video. I'm going to read some comments here that you guys left on the last episode. This is one of my favorite parts of the videos, so reading the comments. The Mind of Ben says, great editing. If you could pick up a mid-level Angels player, it would make me happy as an LAA fan. I'll definitely take a look at their system and see if I can grab anyone for you. Nate Beckwith says, you should see what it would take to get the Twins to give you Marwin Gonzalez. Man would give you some Super U that can provide some pop off the pine. Definitely love some super utility players. I'll take a look at him. Cooper Harris says, trade Chen. His contract is too big for the production he gives. I'm going to be looking at some trade options for Wei-Yin Chen literally right after I stop reading these comments. Liam McKenzie says, really awesome content, man. Hope your channel gets out there and grows. Loving the series. Thank you so much. If you're looking for a better catcher, may I suggest Victor Caratini from the Cubs? Yeah, I'll take a look at him here too. Joseph Williamson says, forget what I said about that Castro trade. Lamet was amazing. Also, Birdie should not be in the starting lineup, and you should also try to get a better catcher and keep Holiday on the bench. All right, so yeah, I guess maybe going after Caratini is the consensus of opinion here. So I am going to try to see here what trades I can make. Let's go ahead and post up Wei-Yin Chen. Looking for all kinds of players here, prospects, Major League ready, whatever I can get back. All right, here's a trade suggestion from the Orioles. Trumbo, Castillo, Escobar, Peterson, Cobb. Not terribly in love with anything I saw there. Let me go over to the Royals here, see if I can get Salvi Perez. So the Royals would take Wei-Yin Chen, Jorge Alfaro, and a third base prospect for Salvador Perez. Let's go ahead and make this trade. So Salvador Perez is our catcher now. I'm surprised I was able to make that one work. Send Nick Kingham to the mound in this one. The lineup is JT Riddle, Josh Harrison, Adam Jones, Salvi Perez, Brian Anderson, Neil Walker, Kevin Pillar, Nick Kingham, and then Lewis Brinson down there at the bottom. Looks like the first place Braves have Ender Inciarte, Nick Markakis, Freddie Freeman, Josh Donaldson, Ronald Acuna Jr., Johan Camargo, Ozzie Albies, Tyler Flowers, and Kevin Gausman. It's going to be a big series. Chance for the Marlins to make it or break it. There's Josh Donaldson with some high stepping. These early interdivision games really set the tone for a season. That one's into right field. And nothing doing there. So a 1-2-3 inning for Kevin Gausman against the Marlins. We'll check out Nick Kingham on the mound here now for Miami. Got him from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Along with Chris Archer and Francisco Liriano. Grounder to short. Riddle's got it. Over to first for 1 out. It's into right field. Adam Jones is under it. And a 1-2-3 inning for Nick Kingham. Please not this again. Here's Salvador Perez making his Miami Marlins debut. That one's high and deep. Oh, just kidding. It's hard to judge these off the bat. Got a little excited there.
For the Braves, the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Man, y'all remember when the Toronto Blue Jays had one of the best lineups in baseball? Now they're spread all over the place. Got Josh Donaldson in Atlanta, Edwin Encarnacion in Seattle. Jose Bautista not even playing right now, I don't think. Troy Tulowitzki's in New York. And that's out into center field. Kevin Gausman's got a hit. Nick Kingham's perfect game and no-hitter goes away.
The center fielder.
Good, I didn't need that stress in my life again anyway. That one's driven pretty deep. Might get over his head. It will. This might be a triple for Adam Jones. No, gonna hold him at second with a double. Slides back in safely. Risky move there.
The catcher.
Up the middle, Albies has it. Over to first. And the Marlins waste putting a man in scoring position. Still nothing. What's that all about? It's been a quiet evening here in Atlanta. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Nothing between the Marlins and the Braves. Only a few hits for each team so far in this one. Should probably pinch hit for Kingham here. No need to let him go terribly long in this one. Warm up Canely and Hughes. Oops. Pinch hit. Let's pinch hit the newbie here, Chase Headley.
Number 12.
See what we can get off the bench from this guy.
Headley.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. I thought that was going to be a home run. Like I said earlier, it's hard to judge those off the bat. There's a single for Lewis Brinson. Big time speed on the base paths here in the 8th inning. And the Braves will go to the bullpen here. Sam Freeman's coming into the game. Corners in for Riddle. Expecting a bunt. How about we just slap one into center field? That's pretty deep. Still tough to advance on Ender Inciarte. There's Josh Harrison, 1 for 3 with a single in the 6th inning. I would try to swipe second base here, but Brinson's stealing is not the greatest. That one slapped into center. I was going to send Brinson to third, but again, Inciarte out there, pretty scary. Here's Adam Jones, 1 for 3 with a double his last time up. The Marlins are going to score. It's got to be right here. That one's down the left field line. Foul. Early swing. Good contact. That one's into center field. Man, if that had dropped, that would have been a nightmare. Here's Salvador Perez with a chance to prove himself. That one's crushed deep into left field. That's going to be off the wall. This should score 2. 1 run is in, the other coming home. The throw is way off. Salvador Perez with a 2-run double here in the top of the 8th inning puts the Marlins up 2-0 over the Braves. How about some pair emojis in the comments for that pair of runs on a pair of bases from Salvador Perez? Anderson slaps that one down the line. That'll be a double as well. Perez scores, and it's 3-0 Marlins. This is what you want against the first place team. Kevin Pillar down the line. Donaldson knocks it down. Won't have time to make a play, so Pillar is on first. Good way to start things here. We'll pinch hit Curtis Granderson. Actually, we'll put in Pedro Alvarez as a pinch hitter. Pedro Alvarez down the line. That's going to be a pinch hit home run for Pedro Alvarez. A 2-run shot. Puts the Marlins up 5-1. A lot of pairs going on in this game. 110 mile per hour exit velocity, launch angle 13 degrees, 3.64 seconds of hang time. That was just a line drive shot out of the ballpark. That's going to be a home run. 5-2 Marlins. Margot goes deep. Off of Craig Kimbrell. Kind of a hanging slider there. Oops. That one's over to Anderson. Out number 3, and the Miami Marlins take game number 1 of this series against the Atlanta Braves, which is huge, seeing as they are in first place. We want to make up as much ground as possible. Kevin Pillar looked quietly pleased with himself. Let's advance here. Let's play these quick manage games and then call this an episode. Off to a good start so far here. Jose Urena on the mound. Yeah, we're going to stick with this lineup. Okay, 1-0 Braves. Brinson with a triple. There you go. That's what I like to see with that speed down there. 6th inning. Let's take out Urena here. He's getting tired. Put in Jared Hughes. Nice double play there. We'll change pitchers here again. Tayron Guerrero gets out of that inning. Good, good, good. A double for JT Riddle. Runner thrown out. I guess he tried to score there. Josh Harrison with a single. Gets stranded. Ronald Acuna with a 2-run home run off of Tayron Guerrero. Change pitchers here. Go to Liriano. Not much better going on there. Okay, good. Gets out of that inning. And the Braves take game 2. Let's see what we can do here in game 3, the rubber match. There's a run batted in for JT Riddle. Adam Jones draws a walk. Here's Salvador Perez. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Top of the 5th against Max Fried. And he lines out. That's what I get for setting that one up. Okay, we'll pinch hit for Lamet here against a lefty. Let's go with Chase Headley. He strikes out. Marlins have a position player on the mound. Uh-oh. Put Tayron Guerrero in. He was having some success against the Braves last game. Solo home run for Nick Markakis here in the bottom of the 7th. Pinch hit. We'll go with Pedro Alvarez. With a ground out. Pitching change. We'll go Liriano. Do I want to enter the game here? I think I do. I'm going to jump in here. Adam Jones is up with Josh Harrison on first base. 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Top of the 9th, 2 outs. Josh Harrison on first base. Braves are up 2-1. Adam Jones. That's into right field. That'll split. The outfielders go to the wall. Possibly no. Adam Jones with a double. Harrison over to third for Salvador Perez. There we go. That's why you jump into a game here. If that had gotten to the wall, Harrison definitely would have scored. And leave Jones to run the bases for himself. Perez not having the best year so far, other than that double in the first game. Intentionally walking Salvador Perez. Interesting decision here. So the bases are loaded for third baseman Brian Anderson, who's 1 for 4 in this game with a single. He does have 3 runs batted in so far this season. Brian Anderson sends that one into left. Oh, and it's playable, and the game is over. Bummer. So the Braves take the series 2-1 against the Marlins. Some drama here late in this one, but failure to execute will eventually do in the Marlins. So 10 games into the 2019 season, we are 3-7. The Atlanta Braves are 7-2. They just took that 3-game series here. Next episode coming up will be a 3-gamer in Cincinnati. Right here, we got Chris Archer, Dallas Keuchel, and Nick Kingham scheduled to go in that series against Luis Castillo, Tanner Roark, and Sonny Gray for the Reds. Should be a good one. See you guys next time.